All right. So last time we spoke, I think you mentioned that is really only trade London.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll just show you my London setup. Well, two London setups. Um, the first one I'll show you is more of a one shot, one kill type setup. Where you just look for 1, 2 to 3 hour trade, possibly catching the high or low of the day, which allows you to capture a portion of the daily range. So the main days we focus on trading is Tuesday, Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I like to opt for Tuesday only. So let me just lay out the rule-based system before I head into the charts. Then when we head into the charts, we'll see if the pattern is there. So our bias is based on the daily. Then we have the opening price at midnight. And then we look for a 1 hour or 4 hour order block below the opening price at midnight. And we just look for a 2-to-1 trade. Pretty simple. So we just showed up here on Tuesday, essentially looking for a setup, trying to figure out what bias is. As we could see here, this daily high got taken out. This high got taken out here, and a swing low is formed. When that high got taken out, this becomes an order block, a bullish order block. So you see price responded beautifully to this bullish order block here. Then we have this fair value gap up here to be filled. So on Tuesday, you would have been more than likely bullish. When you go down to the hourly time frame, you'd also see that we have these equal highs here. So we have liquidity forming here. So we show up to the charts at midnight New York, which is the triple O candle. Right. Opening price at midnight is right here. Opening price is 984.27. There we go. Opening price at midnight. Right. So we look for anything below opening price at midnight. This is an order block here. This is also an order block here. But let's say we opted for this 4-hour order block purely because of its higher time frame nature. This is higher probability, and we also possibly look for a dip below these equal lows, fill in this gap. So let's say we entered right below these equal lows here. We like to round to a big figure level. So there's a 50 level, but 20 pips stop on. And we look for 40 pips. Or you hold until New York session 10 a.m. or until this gap gets filled. But obviously, I personally, I like to be in and out, have my set 2-to-1 risk reward so I can calculate, my monthly percentages, have a better understanding of risk to reward ratio. Because when I just don't like the uncertainty of outcome for trades. I like to be in and out, 2-to-1, 1-to-1, 3-to-1. So we wouldn't have gotten any plays on this one. So that would have been a missed opportunity. Price didn't fall back below the opening price at midnight between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m., which is London. Or you could use 1 to 4. Yeah. So no trade there. Go up to the 4-hour. Right. See price fill the gap beautifully. Okay, hold on. Right. So now we go back up to the daily time frame. As you can see here, this is a daily bearish order block. This entire thing here is a daily bearish order block. So even if price is still bullish, we do expect some level of price retracement away from that level. Also on the hourly time frame, you see this swing low got taken out. So this order block becomes valid. And again, we're looking for the same thing. We have the opening price at midnight. Right, opening price at midnight here. Look for something above opening price. Let's say we opted for the midpoint of this range, which would be the mean threshold of this bearish order block.
Wait.
Hello?
Yeah, I think my internet dropping. Hold on.
True.
Okay, I kind of lost you from where I was talking about the swing low getting taken.
This one right here?
Yeah.
Okay, so this swing low got taken out. So we perceive that as a shift in market structure. Price just hit a daily level, shift in structure to the downside. So this up candle becomes our bearish order block. And we can essentially look for the mean threshold of this order block because it's above opening price. Let's pay attention to our rules. We have our bias from the daily, which is confirmed. Price hit a daily bearish order block. You have the opening price at midnight, and we look for a 4 or 1 hour order block above opening price because we bearish. Slap a 20 pip stop on there, 40 pip TP. And between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. we expect. Right? So you see right there, you would have been stopped out, but price definitely respected. Actually, no, I'm tripping. We wouldn't have entered on the opening price. This was our entry. Entry is on the mean threshold of the bearish order block. This bad boy right here. Right. If you would like to, you look for liquidity to be taken in your trades. You could enter right above these highs being taken. Enter, let's say enter right here above the highs. Because you could essentially just go down to the 5 minutes and refine your entry. But either way, that would have been a nice 2-to-1 trade. Could have just taken that for the week and be done. So let's see, let's stick to 20 pip stop loss, 40 pip TP. Right, that'd have been a nice trade. I love the trade. So that would have been one winning trade on Wednesday. Personally, me, I probably would have been done for the week. 1 2-hour trade for the week, and I'm good, honestly. Let's assume we went to what day was that? Wednesday. Let's assume we traded on Tuesday as well.
So you don't ever like leave any trades running? Like take
Nah,
cash? Okay.
Nah.
Because I see like you would get much more than 2.
For sure, but
yeah.
if you have a big account, does it really matter if you
Real. Yeah.
Like let me say you have even a 50K account, bro. Here is 2%, they make 4%. That's a couple grand. Like I don't need to hold. Because for me, I prefer to have a strategy that allows me to have consistent income throughout the year because I want to live off of this, as opposed to now taking partials is different. Personally, I just don't like the complexity of it. It's just like just be in and out, like take your money and just relax. You don't, because if I'm in the market, I'll be thinking about and I prefer to just make my money and be out. And also in terms of consistency, you're not going to get partials to run throughout the entire year. Sometimes your range is going to be means the range is going to be smaller. And if the range is smaller, then you wouldn't be able to get the same level of profit taken. And I think it would affect, well, personally, it affects my psychology. So I prefer to have a setup that allows me to, like, I know I can make consistent money, surely. Like, if it's just 20 to 40 pips I'm looking for every week, I could get that once a week, every week, like clockwork. So I know I have an income for sure, as opposed to you're not sure about your risk reward, you're holding for longer. I don't know, it just don't work for me. But if it works for you, do it, bro. Like, don't listen to me if it don't work for you. So let's assume we showed up here again on Tuesday. You see, let's move this. See the 4 will fill this gap here. And then we also have this gap to be filled here on the upside. All right, this gap here, this gap here. So let's assume we're bullish. The high of this candle has also been rated. So that's a forward order block. All right, opening price at midnight is about 99, right? You have this gap here and these lows. Let's assume you entered right below these lows here. Put a 20 pip stop loss on them. Let's see if he can run for 40 pips. All right, you'd have been stopped out. All right, you'd have been stopped out. Let's see why we would have been stopped out. And why would we stopped out? The daily is bearish, before was bullish. So we traded against our rules. Let's assume we looked at the market following our rule-based system. Be bearish, so we look for something above the opening price at midnight. So this is the opening price at midnight. And instead of like buying below opening price, we selling above opening price. And we look for a forward or H1 order block or fair value gap, something. And what do we see on the forward time frame? See a nice gap here to be filled. Price fills the gap and continues to move to the downside. In addition to that, when you cut through price, well, this is some higher level stuff. See these equal highs that got taken here on the daily?
Yeah.
Right. This is a breaker. The last down candle before the rate of the high. But you really don't need to confuse yourself with that. Extend that breaker out in time. Right. Price goes up into it. Even if you just wanted to do a basic entry, you're not doing any hourly order block, you're not doing any of that shit. Above opening price at midnight, you look for price to raid liquidity. See these equal highs here. You enter when price raids liquidity. You have so many ways to skin the cat, bro. You wait for liquidity to be raided. Once liquidity is raided, you wait for the swing low to be taken and you enter on the gap. Or what I just showed you, which is the breaker block, the last down candle before price raid the highs. This here becomes a breaker. You could enter back in it to the downside, but that's a whole different. Basically, I just want to show you opening price. The main theory is daily bias, opening price. If you're bearish, you're looking to sell above opening price at the H1 or forward level. If you're bullish, you're looking to buy below opening price at the H4 or hourly or daily. You just find a key. You just find a way to enter any market above or below opening price, put in a 20 pip stop or 15 pip stop looking for 30 pips. How much ever, I just like to slice it as 2-to-1, but with this setup, as you can clearly see, you are able to catch the entirety of the daily range, which is the beauty of this setup. Because you basically capturing the high of the day. This is literally the high of the day. This is the high of London. This is the day starts at midnight, New York. High of the day, you could have been selling in here and held for until 10 a.m. New York time. This would have been the candle it would have closed at 9 to 10. Let's assume as 100 pips. All you need is one daily range a week. Let's say you captured something. Let's say you were late, you wait for the swing low to be broken and you entered on this order block here. All right, that's an order block you could have entered on. All right, boom, boom, you entered here. Stop loss here, 20 pips. Let's assume you held until 10 a.m. New York time. That would have been at 81 pips. So really and truly, that's the London setup that I use. Right now, I probably might revert to New York Open. Mainly because I like the certainty of seeing what London does and then making a decision based on what London does. But yeah, any questions?
Say back what the breaker is again, because I heard ICT talk about it, but he didn't go into detail.
Yeah, he just kind of be real shady with breakers. So basically, a breaker is, all right, let's see, we approaching, okay, when liquidity get rated, right? Let's say it have this high. Let's say how high is it? This is a high. This is some price swing, right? And this is the high with liquidity above it. Right? This is the high with liquidity above it. Price is moving up towards that high, right? When price is moving up towards that high, there would be an order block here, a bullish order block. All right? You have this bullish order block. When the liquidity pool is rated here, and price breaks this low, price breaks the swing low that was formed before the high got rated, the last order block, the last bullish order block before price take the high, price come down here, it usually forms a gap here at the order block before taking this low. That order block becomes your breaker. And you don't expect price to come back up here because it already took the liquidity. So let's see if we can get some examples.
Actually make a lot of sense though.
Yeah, the lower time frame would have a lot more examples for sure. All right. Get this example here. All right. Think about what I just talked about conceptually. This is the high here that needs to be rated. Right? Right. This is the last down candle before the move up. Price reads that high here. Price pushes down, break this swing low, creates a gap, and this order block, the last down candle, becomes the bam to the downside. Let's see if we find another example. This one didn't work. Price never came back to this one. This is the high here to be rated. All right. This is the high here to be rated. Once that high is rated, the order block before the move, all right, Price make an expansive swing down, breaks that low, creates a gap. That order block becomes the entry point. Bam, right there to the downside. Another example here. This high gets taken out. All right. This one kind of muddy. This is a muddy example. Last down candle. This one, you could have possibly looked at this one, but it didn't get filled immediately. It got filled later on. Later on here. Last down candle. So you have the high. Order block. Price creates the gap. Comes back to fill it. Breaker's real powerful. Anything to do with liquidity, super powerful. Let's see if we find any other examples. Here we go. Liquidity here, liquidity here. All right. So this could have been one. The last up candle, including this one here. All this is an order block. This entire green candle here, this entire thing here. Price breaks this low, shoots up, big expansive price move, fair value gap formed, comes back here again. Breaker's pretty powerful. This low get taken out here, low taken out here. This one was a quick one though, right? Price take out the low here. Last up candle before the move, creates a gap. See how price just came wicked straight to the upside. Yeah, bro, that's breakers. That's breakers. The breakers easy to spot because it just gives you a lot of confirmation. A high have to be rated. Then you look at the order block that really high. All right, the last down candle. This is the last down candle before the move up that rate this high and this high and this high. Price has the expansive move down to the downside, creates a gap. The gap usually forms right where the last order block is. And price just comes back into him, trades to the downside.
As the last order block before the liquidity is taken.
Correct. The last opposing order block. So if you're looking for a sell after highs get rated, is the last bullish order block.
Bullish. Okay, nice.
Yeah. In a nutshell. In a nutshell. Yeah, but breaker's sick though, because look here. Like this was one that this is liquidity that read a while. Liquidity read. Price end up coming back to the order block, boom, and then making the gap here. See this gap here? It usually forms a gap. Bang. Back into it. Easy money. Easy money.
Definitely have to study this some more, Doug.
Yeah. I mean, you have so much concepts that ICT have. It's really just about picking whichever one hit your eye. Right now, I focusing on a New York setup. Only looking for like 10 to 20 pips, which is basically just an order block. And once you have the order block, you just go to the 5 minutes and look for liquidity. Like that's really it. Like that's the whole system. I'll show you an example if you want. I think it works at London as well. I just like to use that New York. All right, so Monday, this order block would have been standing out to me because it made the highest close. All right, boom. Show up here, 6 to 7, 7 to 8. Start trading at around 8:30. This would have been my order block on the hourly, because this high get taken out here Monday. All right, this high get taken out there. Expect some level of retracement back to the upside. I'm just looking for some kind of liquidity to be taken. So my trade would have been probably let's see. So this would have been my H1 auto block, 5 minutes, right? I would have probably entered right below this low. Let's say we entered 5 pips below the low. All right. Say use the ET level, 20 for 20. So what I do is I start off my trade at 20 pip stop, 20 pip TP. That's what works for me. Because I'm to the point where the chances that I'll be wrong about my bias is very low. And to me, it's nonsensical to be right about what's going to happen next and lose money because your stop loss here, because you're looking for a risk reward.
Right. Yeah.
That don't make any sense. That's stupidity to me. Like, you know what's gonna happen next in the market, but you lose money because you wanted to have a good risk reward. So you prefer to have a good risk reward than to make money. That just don't make any sense. But 20 pip stop, 20 pip TP. And what I do is 15-minute time frame. If I'm filled, as soon as a swing low is formed, I move my stop loss up to that. Right? So boom, price tick the liquidity on the 5 minute, 15 minutes. All right, see the swing low form here? I am moving my stop loss up to a 2-to-1. So my trade is now a 2-to-1 after liquidity gets purged and after there's confirmation that the trade will be going in my direction, as opposed to you leave your stop loss here, it come and nip you out, and you know, that just don't make sense to me. Right? And you just get your 20 pips for the week within 15, 30, 45, 1 hour, or 115. And it can be done for the week, bro. I can show you more examples of that setup. We have 10 more minutes. You have any questions?
Nah, you go ahead.
Okay. So that's Monday. Tuesday. All right. Let's go to B and see what I want. Oh, come on. All right, price leaving that daily order block. So you bearish. Easy. Each one order block. Go straight to the 5. Our liquidity get pushed already right here, as you can see. So we might have entered on this order block right here. Shit. Easy money, which is above this high as well. All right. Just wait for liquidity to be taken. Could have just put right above this high here. 5 pips above him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It might have not been filled. Might have been too much of a grab. That's what I say we could have entered here because liquidity got taken already. $20 pip stop, 20 pip TP. Keep it simple for your brain, bro. You don't have to overthink, but how big your stop loss is. You don't have to worry about nothing. Stress-free trading, brother. What's the point of making money? If you're stressing on making money, better you work a job. Right? Swing high forms. This swing high with a form on this candle. I move my stop loss up to this swing high. manage my risk in and out plus 20. So yeah, bro. I have rare setups I could share. That's in London. That's in New York. Both could give you a plus 20. You could easily be making 20 to 40 to 60 pips a week, depending on how much pairs you want to look at. But that's the system, bro. If you're interested, I could send you a PDF with the checklist. And yeah, bro, I appreciate your time and your effort to, actually learn. If you have any questions, let me know. I know you already have a next system that I give you with the order block plus fair value plus liquidity pool, and you pull the equilibrium. How has that system been going?
It's been going good. But I feel like with me, I feel like everything right now is just psychological.
Yep.
Yeah. Because like I don't think I don't know anything. Well, I know how to trade the market, but it's just like, well, you know what I mean? You know what
Trust
I
me,
mean?
bro. Trust me, bro. I just go through the same. We all go through the same thing, bro. Like it is heights, bro. It's really just psychology. For me, what has really helped is just meditation. I realize sleeping well and meditating, just keeping your mind in the right place.
Yeah.
And then accepting the fact that I think a big thing that helps you is just accepting the fact that you're going to feel the emotions, you're going to feel the greed, you're going to feel the impatience. But it's not about how you feel. Because you have the input means you need to act on it.
Yeah.
It's more so a matter of I have a rule-based system and I'm going to follow it regardless of how I feel, as opposed to trying to not feel that feeling,
Mhm.
Like, oh, I don't want to feel scared because I'm in a trade. It's like, how possible is that? You're basically asking yourself to be a robot. What you can do is accept the fact that you're going to feel impatient, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you need to close a trade or, to have little tactics that I've been using. Something as simple as just having a demo account and taking trades on the demo when I feel like just trading just because, you just have an itch.
Yeah.
All right, let me scratch this itch. Let me take a demo. Let me take a 0.001 lot on my live account just to scratch the itch, But the focus, bro, should just be following the rule-based system. Just follow it. Just follow your rules, bro. That's it, really. Just following your rules. You do really have much more to it. Find a rule-based system with an edge and just follow it relentlessly, bro. And you
With a little bit of time we have, run me through how you does determine your daily bias.
Daily bias.
Yeah.
So daily bias, can you determine bias on a 5-minute, 15-minute?
As in daily bias or like?
No, can't just bias, period. Can you look at a 5-minute or 15-minute and get the bias?
Maybe a 15, not a 5.
All right. But price fractal. What time frame I want here?
Daily. Right before. Yeah, look exactly the same, right?
What time frame I want here?
They look exactly the same.
Wait, it is exactly the same thing. It's just the daily requires more patience, psychology. You know how to get bias on the daily, it's just that you hate waiting for it. Because here would have been you bearish, you have this bearish order block. Let me say you're just waiting for it to be a bearish play. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 days of waiting. And then you get a play on Tuesday. So it's like, it's not that you don't know the bias. It's not that you don't know how to get daily bias. It's just that daily bias hard to keep up with. Because look, this is a 4, but it's looking like a daily. This is an order block. You wait 4, 8, 16, 24. I'm assuming that's 16. Yeah. And you're just waiting. That's all it is. What time frame is this? What time frame is this?
5, but all looking the same. I
Yeah,
get
bro,
point.
you know, don't confuse yourself. Don't let your brain trick you into thinking you need to learn anything new. You know everything you need to know. You literally know everything you need to know, brother. Don't let your brain trick you into thinking you need to learn more and you don't know this and you need to learn this and nah, brother. Everything you need to know you have. Trust. You could flip a coin, bro. That's setup I show you with the 2-to-1 at London Open. You could flip a coin. Just do 2-to-1 and make money.
Yeah, because in the long run, it would pay off.
Exactly, it's just probabilities. You don't need to know anything else. Now imagine you know things. You stick it to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You're sticking to daily and forward. Like imagine you start doing that with a 2-to-1 risk to reward. You're not even flipping a coin anymore. You're using your brain. Look, another breaker here. The price fractals, bro. These lows get taken out. The last up candle before they move down. Price creates a fair value gap and returns it right there. Pick something simple, bro, and just fucking execute. It have so much plays in this one thing. Just pick it. Just pick. Don't let your brain trick you. Look, it could even be in quotes wrong about bias. This is the last thing. We have a minute left. You could have been wrong about bias. You wait for price to take out this high. Once price take an entry right above that high. That high lines up with what? Less than a minute. This is a 15-minute order block. Price is fractal, brother. 15-minute order block. You wait for price to take out the 5-minute liquidity and you get your trade, your money. You take your money and you run, bro. 15 pips. That's a nice scalp. 10 to 15 pips. A nice scalp. You know? But yeah, bro, thanks for your time. Definitely vibes me if you